welcome to Play Digital. Today we have another instalment in our emulator series. And this time we're going back to the 16-bit era as we search for the perfect Snes. Now in Snes emulation there are two main players. The Z Snes is by far the best out there. It's uber fast and the most compatible, supporting difficult features like DSP1, SuperFX and C4 emulation. It also has really great sound with up to 44 kHz stereo and is available for DOS, Linux and Windows. But of course, Play Digital is an equal opportunities gaming show and we couldn't leave our beloved non-PC users out of the loop. The Snes 9X, while not quite as compatible or good looking as the Z Snes, is still very good and ports are available for a much greater range of platforms, including Mac OS X and a variety of consoles and portables. It also has a freeze menu to effectively save your progress. It's kind of cheating, but will allow you to beat longer games without having to take the day off work to do it. With both of these, you simply download and unzip and then open your ROM with the emulator. Now it should just run simply out of the box. If it doesn't, chances are one of your files is corrupt, so download the ROM and/or emulator from somewhere else and keep going until you get it to work. So, what have I been playing? Well, I never had a Snes as a kiddie, so I've been catching up on some of the classics and looking at all my friends' old favourites. Naturally, I'm loving Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and I'm amazed at how well this still holds up against both the latest Zelda games and the GBA and Wii ports of this one. This is the third game in the Zelda series and returns to the top-down perspective of the original, with great puzzling and action-adventure. It's amazing how rich and detailed the world is, but then it did take a whopping 1 megabyte of memory. It's also fantastic to hear the incarnation of all those wonderful musical themes that characterise the later series. Another fun action-adventure game is The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, in which Goemon and Ebisumaru, called rather reductively Kid Ying and Dr. Yang in the non-Japanese versions, investigate spooky goings-on in their hometown. They learn of a kidnapped princess and travel through Japan collecting clues to rescue her. There are a whole bunch of different elements: platforming, mini-games, information gathering, shopping, judo fighting, and of course in the two-player version you go piggyback. It has a very charming, light-hearted script. And there are some great action side-scrollers like the awesome Super Turrican developed by Factor 5. In this incarnation of the series, you have a freeze beam instead of the lightning whip, smart bombs and a grappling hook with which to wend your way through 13 levels, unleashing pain on your enemies and driving back the machine. Nice graphics and sounds. It may be sacrilegious to say this, but Super Mario Kart is a bit of a disappointment having played the DS version. But games which haven't been remade, such as Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, haven't lost their playability and charm, as you stomp and lick and egg your way around with a baby Mario on your back. So there you have it. Now, there is a big downside to all of this, and that's the fact that Nintendo are very much against emulation. And they regard the downloading of emulators and copyrighted games as outright piracy, even if you own an original. Even if you're only planning on playing homebrew games, and there is a pretty good homebrew Snes community out there, then you're still going to need an emulator. So search your conscience and watch your back. See you next time.